Cheers in your head that sing you home when you don't want to be home yet. You always want to be home. Who talked you into that you think you weren't ready for home? Who talked you into that you thought you weren't ready to hand out home? What? Why would you not be ready to hand out home? What do we mean by home? I think we mean love. What do we mean by home? I think we mean love. Then when you're traveling or if you're in love the day and someone just berated you and they were very not nice, but you'd like to remember the top first 15 people that have ever loved you in this life. Can you go back that far? Most people I know, myself included, usually can't remember much back before 4 or 5 years old, and then very little of most of our life anyway. So who would you like to think about right now that will help you feel at home and be able to solve any problem that shows up today or any day? So no one can ever talk you out of all the folks that you have ever loved, showing up in your head whenever you would love, showing up in your head whenever you would love everyone that you have ever felt amazingly kind about. Even if they're not alive to hug, they can still hug you, and can you hear the voice of folks that you haven't been able to hug in years because they're dead, but can you hear their voice in your head right now? And how strong did they just get you? If they got you a little tweaked, if for some reason like you had some unresolved stuff, so ask them the toughest questions about all the ways that you didn't figure out how to work out everything. The coolest thing about if someone's sadly not around anymore, if they're not alive, the relationship can grow and grow if you, because it's easier to be fearless and ask the questions you were scared to make the relationship grow. Because some of your best friends or family members you don't tell the deepest truth to for like 20 years about how they sadden you. Like you break my heart in this and this and this way. And the cool thing is maybe you do break their heart by bringing it up, how they break your heart, but then they have to meditate on it. And then maybe over the next week or month or years, all these other people start telling them similar stuff, how we break each other's heart. And then it becomes less painful that you were the first brave person. And it does stick. It's like the friends of mine, let's say, that told me how I could drive them crazy, let's say like 20, 25 years ago. I just am so thankful to them for being brave early on, so it was easier to take. And then get better at listening and watching eyes and body language. I still fail all the time every day, but not all the time every day, but many, many times every day. But it's worth it, because you're worth it. What do we mean by it? We mean every bit of love. It was singing in you, but you weren't noticing. So who are all these kind folks always singing in you that you're often not noticing? How would you like to help them harmonize? How would you like to get folks through very tough situations? Your brain when you are scared to be your heart. Where is your brain when you are scared to be your brain's heart? If you're disembodied, where does the heart go then? And if you're disembodied, where does the brain go then? And it goes like the first time, picture everyone the first time they noticed love, they got excited about something. Just like the first time you ever played catch or smiled or made love or got to have a favorite food, or just noticed like the clouds dancing or leaves dancing in the kindest wind. It made you so high and happy. It's why wait for something to get you high and happy? Nobody could ever take your mind away. That's the one thing we always hand out, is we hand away our power. Because no one could ever stop you right now from thinking of who you love. Go turn this off, and just think of whoever you love in the world, whoever makes you feel safe and smile, and whoever makes you feel like that you're capable of choosing love at any second. And you have to have had folks who make you feel safe like that. And if not, then whoever is still hearing it, whether you have this turned on or not, we're sending you love so that you'll remember back all the lifetimes and all the times floating in your mom before you were born, and all the times that like I said before, we don't usually remember often. I don't remember before I'm 4 or 5, but think of it. That usually means we got so much love that there wasn't the trauma. Because when I used to, in the late 80s, or mid-'80s or early '80s interview people about like, what's your first memory? You know, and often it would be some traumatic thing. It was like one thing where they got hurt and they fell down or something and it stuck out, and that they remembered that from when they were 2. But often they had a big gap. They couldn't remember again until they were 6 or 7. But what I just asked a wonderful woman from Peru the other day in the co-op, and she's like in her 70s, so her parents aren't alive anymore. But I was saying, and I don't speak Spanish, so I was having loved ones, wonderful sweetie folks, translate. And it was like she remembered how her father would ride her around on his shoulders, and how her mother, it mattered so much to her to make sure she was like beautifully dressed, you know, for the world and for love and for joy. So I'll leave on that note. There you go. So have memories of whatever thing you haven't thought about, loved ones that you love so much that aren't alive anymore. Maybe your parents or grandparents or great-grandparents or great-grandparents. I mean, think about whoever you love that you can still go and hug and smile with and make drawings or songs or dances with. But just picture whoever's loved you that you haven't thought about in a while, whoever's been so crazy about you that you maybe haven't thought about, and just listen. It's funny, I forget that I can at any moment conjure up the voice of who I love. So, because it's there, they're always talking and singing to us, whether they're around or not. They are around in our heart. So, and which means they're around. If they're in your heart, they're around. So choose love. Oh, it says choose peace, but because it's Memorial Day weekend. But every day is Memorial Day, so choose love, and that'll always bring you to the peace part. You know, because there is definitely alternative planets at every given moment, always breathing alongside of us, where they choose not war. You know, where nobody, because we're so loving, but we, you know, why would we ever think that war is inevitable? You know, that's crazy. Like, you could always bring love to any situation.